Okay, Rick, so you showed up at men's prayer meeting kind of out of the blue. So there has to be a story behind that. Why don't you share that with us?
Yeah, thanks, Ed. So at the time, I was wrestling with what does it really mean to live in the presence of God? And I was doing a study on David and reading through Psalms and, David's life up and down. And in there, I saw this phrase where David's praising God, and the phrase was all day long. And I thought, I was thinking about that and I was dwelling on it. And basically, I really felt like I got prompted that God was asking me to take another step in my journey, Christian journey, where I could learn or I could live within the presence of God all day long. So coming to men's prayer meeting was one of those promptings that I felt like I got, and that's why I started coming.
Okay, so did anything surprise you when you came?
Yeah, it's a good question to ask. What really surprised me was I'm a kind of guy that can't sit still for 5 minutes. And I thought, how am I going to pray with men for a whole hour? Well, I've been coming for 3 years, but I can tell you that within a short little while, that 1 hour goes by really quickly. So that actually really surprised me how fast.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So how have you seen God work since you've been coming to the prayer meeting?
Yeah, for me, there's that one small step has been like a spiritual domino effect in my life. So by coming, getting comfortable with praying publicly with other men, other things started happening in my life. I started, like I just said, more comfortable. I come to corporate prayer meeting. My wife and I will often, when we're walking, we'll just be praying in our walks, praying for the neighbors, praying for our family, for the church. So I've been seeing since I've got where God's working, He really is working in my life, and I feel more and more like I'm really starting to understand what it means to live in God's presence by communicating with Him more frequently.
Yeah, it's not overnight, is it?
No,
it takes a while.
no.
It's a thing that grows in your life. Yeah?
Absolutely, and really it was like one of the first steps to continue in these healthy habits. It's consistent, it's weekly, and it was now just one of many other things that I've been doing to help me with understanding.
Okay, so what would you say to our people at Springvale about prayer?
Yeah, a little bit more about the men's prayer meeting. When the men get together, it's a real blessing. There's one guy, he has such compassion for those who don't know Jesus. He'll often be crying. And stuff like that kind of wears on you. You learn from it. You start thinking, maybe I need that in my own life. Or, we pray for each other. So, just getting together and praying like that together, it's just been a real blessing. I've already mentioned it. It was one step for me in my spiritual growth. And I would just say that if you aren't doing something like that, if you feel God's prompting, take that step. And join us Tuesday morning in men's prayer meeting. We have corporate prayer meetings. We get the weekly prayer letter. And just through that, you'll find in your life that you'll be able to start walking closer with God. And you'll start to experience His presence more and more in your own life as it has with mine.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Rick.
Yeah.
I love that you come to prayer meeting. I've gotten to know you so much better. It's really cool. Thanks.
Yeah, it's a great thing that we're doing.
Yeah.